From fancy cheeses to cream cheese, there are so many ways to love this dairy product. Normally, it's something you buy at the store, not something you make, but today I'll show you how to create your own cheese in minutes, plus my favorite, cheddar and chive biscuits. There are many types of cheeses, but the basic process for creating any cheese is the same. You have milk or cream and some kind of acid to help curdle the milk. Once those two things are combined, you get curds and whey. Then you grab the curds and you're ready to make your cheese. We're making a simple cheese that you can spread on bread or enjoy with dessert or even put in your lasagna. So let's head to the stove and get started. The first thing we need to do is heat up our milk. So I've got an enamel coated pot here over a medium heat. And in goes 2 cups of whole milk. Plus, for added creaminess, 1 cup of heavy cream. I have a candy thermometer in here to help me determine when it's time to put in the vinegar, but you'll know it's ready if you don't have one when the milk is simmering. So in my case, I'll wait for it to hit 190 degrees before adding the vinegar. Over here, I have a bowl with a sieve on top. You can also use a colander, plus a few layers of cheesecloth. This is where we'll put the curds when they're ready to strain. Our milk just started simmering, my thermometer hit 190 degrees, so now I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. Turn off the heat, add our vinegar, and the milk will start to curdle. After about 3 minutes, you're ready to transfer the curds to the cheesecloth. So I'm using a mesh strainer. You can also use a slotted spoon. And then just grab your cheese and put it right on top of your cheesecloth. The longer the curd strains, the thicker the cheese will end up being, but you can already see that it has the texture of ricotta cheese or kind of like a cottage cheese. I'm gonna let this strain for about 10 to 15 minutes because I want a really silky, thick, creamy cheese, perfect for spreading on bread or for putting in lasagna. The cheese has strained for about 10 minutes and you can see how much whey came out of here. It's strained out a lot. So now the cheese is basically ready for serving. It's thick, it's creamy, and the way I love it most is simple. On a piece of toasted bread with a little drizzle of honey. So now that our cheese is ready, and as you saw, it was really easy, we're ready to make our next dish, cheddar and chive biscuits. These cheddar biscuits come together really quickly. I already have 2 cups of flour and 1 tablespoon of baking powder, along with 1.5 teaspoons of salt in my stand mixer. And to that we'll add 1.5 sticks of very cold butter. What we're looking for here is for the mixture to reach a sort of crumbly texture. Then we'll be ready to add the rest of our ingredients. And to that mixture, we'll add 1/2 cup of buttermilk and 1 egg scrambled right into the buttermilk. When that mixture just comes together, you're ready to add the main ingredient, cheese. We're using cheddar cheese, and I have 2 types here. I have a yellow cheddar and an aged white cheddar, just to add a little bit more dimension to these biscuits. I also have some chives that I'll chop here. In goes 1 cup of our yellow and aged white cheddar mix. We'll also add our chopped chive, a little bit of garlic powder. We'll give that a quick mix, wait until it just comes together, and then we're ready to roll it out and stick it in the oven. I've lightly floured my cutting board, and now I'll just dump out our biscuit mixture. And we'll knead it a few times. And I can already smell the chives and the cheese and the garlic. And now we'll roll it out into a small rectangle. Now in order to save time and extra kneading, I just cut the biscuit dough with my knife, like this. Just like that. These are gonna be light, flaky, cheesy. Perfect. Before they go into the oven, I want to hit them with a little more cheese right on top. These will go into the oven at 425 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they puff up a little bit and they're golden brown. The biscuits are a perfect golden brown and the entire kitchen smells amazing. Here we have two cheesy recipes that come together really quickly, plus they're really easy to make. And as a bonus, this homemade cheese and these biscuits might go together really well.